Last time on What's Your Damage?
High-profile fortune tellers or soothsayers have been dying at an alarming rate. The last place that we knew where Hina Harap was in a town 4 hours away from Patience.
I point to the town like right next to it. No way, that's where Zhao disappeared.
I need you to see if you can find anything about Hina Harap, and if you can pick up Zhao's scent, please do. You are greeted with about 30 smiling faces. And they're like, oh my goodness, we've heard so much about you. You guys are just in time for the parade. They light some torches and they unveil an effigy of Jorrix. And they start burning it.
Why does everyone hate Jorrix?
If you knew what we knew, you would too. Why do we hate you, Jorrix? Oh, we'll show you. And as they say that, the room goes black, and you see the doors start to open on all the residences down this main hallway. And the people that start to come out look very strange. They start to shamble out. Their faces are melting. Their skin is melting off them, and they are coming after you. You can see a banquet table in the center where you guys are running past, and the food there looks... It has black tendrils coming from it reaching to the ground.
Don't eat that.
You find yourself in a great tower, and this looks like it is the Archdiocese of Paylor. All of a sudden, breaking from the walls, are bunches of brains with spider legs. You are in the Prismatic Nation, and you see the entire nation all gathered together. And you see a giant red dragon wreathed in shadow. You see rising up a phoenix made of red fire and burning the entire nation. And Jorrix, as soon as you approach, the giantess looks at you and says, "The Destroyer."
Oh, you guys looking for a Moo Cleric? What about, when you rub your feet on the carpet and then you touch somebody? Is that Thor too?
A little bit.
I'm full of fish cakes and I'm ready to kick some ass.
Come with us.
Get out.
Get out.
Go.
Get out now.
Okay, you
Go into the cribs. I don't know.
Is there any creme brulee left?
There's one here.
Excuse me?
Yeah, hang on a minute. You're gonna have to explain yourself. What do you mean the Destroyer? Like, Jorrix... Not only would Jorrix not hurt a fly, I'm not even sure he could hurt a fly.
I've never seen him do it. Even when we fought.
Hey, Burke, check out the stonework on this wall.
It doesn't. I don't know where it starts and where it stops. It goes as far as my eyes can see.
Yeah.
What is this? This obsidian? What is this?
Let's try and figure out what this
Let me
is.
tap this. Let me tap on here.
Put
That's
stonework in front of dwarves.
I know.
There goes the storyline.
16 with my stone cunning. No, 17.
Okay. With your stone cunning, this does not look like any sort of rock that you are familiar with.
Ooh. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, the dwarf didn't build it yet. It's really
It
good.
is, and that's just those two things don't normally.
Not normally.
Yeah, not
Maybe
normally.
it was a dwarf. Maybe a dwarf was like overseeing it. He was the foreman.
Maybe it's a dwarf from the future.
Hey guys, can we deal with the fact that, like, they're trying to kill Jorrix or something?
Oh yeah,
Not a super big fan of everybody hating me.
Yeah.
Well, stand next to me in my big old shield. I'll keep you safe, buddy.
yeah.
Thanks.
What about him destroying something?
Yeah, so what exactly is it I'm destroying?
And Hina Harap, and you see more people coming out of their cottages, and to your left you see a fire and a small boy sitting next to it, and the fire goes out, fire comes back on. And Hina...
And we don't have a problem with that kid, the fire starter, but we do have a problem with Jorrix, who just got here. I see. Okay. No, please, continue.
And Hina goes, You went through, and she looks at Subuke Fantastique, and she goes, you showed them, yes? And Subuke goes, oh, of course. And she goes, that is what will happen when you make your decision, Jorrix, as we have all seen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's already predetermined, then it's not a decision, is it? And if you do have a choice, then it can't be predestined. There's no way to know until the choice is made.
And she looks at you with her large, patient eyes, and she just nods for a moment. And she goes, you're right. There is no choice that we can make. So he is destined to destroy everything.
Yay!
That's not how I expected that turning out.
And
Who, him?
That argument. And also him. Like, he's not a destroyer. I mean, no offense, Jorrix. You're
Look at
a
that
great
face.
healer.
Come on, look at that
Yeah.
You're a
face.
terrible destroyer.
Right? Yeah. Hina,
Like-
Hina, look right here. Does this look like a face that would destroy the world?
I
Jorrix
mean,
smiles.
maybe by accident. That I can see. Like, not on purpose. Not on purpose.
Yeah.
You do
but-
know he doesn't have black demon eyes. Those are a device he has on his face.
It's to keep the sun out off his
They're like
baby
glasses
eyes.
that keep the sun out. We call them sunglasses.
Jorrix takes the sunglasses off.
oh, God. Do you actually take off the glasses?
Yeah.
I call him Shady Face.
Jorrix, when you do that, you a bright flash comes from the obelisk again. This time, both the phoenix on top and the phoenix on bottom both ping their respective colors. So for the top, it's red. For the bottom, it's blue. And you hear some gasps from the other augurs.
For people who know the future, they're awful surprised.
I know, right?
And
Color me skeptical.
and so Hina goes, Shalabin sent you to find me, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Our plan was to kill you. Was
Oh,
to bring
great.
you here and to kill you. Until the stranger came.
The stranger?
I like this stranger. He doesn't want me dead.
We're gonna kill him until someone shows up.
Yes, but this person is called the stranger. That's generally foreboding.
Of course, no one is a stranger to us, she says.
Uh-huh.
Except for this guy.
Yeah, just
She-
the one.
Oh,
string.
sorry. I'm sorry. I gendered the stranger. That's weird.
She wanted to give you a chance. A quiz before your big test. Of course, and she stretches out one of her hands, and you can see a residue on it, like a chalky residue. Of course, we knew the stranger would come. We knew she would argue on your behalf. We knew we'd agree. But despite all that knowledge, we still planned on killing you. We are all detritus in the flow of time. And she begins to stand up.
Jorrix takes a step back.
Yeah, as does Okot.
Yeah, and so fully revealed, this giant Hina is just like
Is she gigantic?
she's like 13 Gus's just stacked on top of each other.
Maybe she
In a
built
trench
this
coat?
wall.
But even with her
sense.
even with her great height, she doesn't even come up halfway to this wall. And she goes, of course, the stranger is already familiar with all of you, minus one of you.
I can't do that math. Which one?
And she looks at Gustus Goldhammer.
It's me, isn't it? I'm mysterious in that way.
You are mysterious.
Can anybody ever truly know Burke?
That's why we get along so well.
I don't even know me.
We're so mysterious.
Hina then says, I am going to retire to my cave. If any of you would like to talk, I will be there. Or you can stay in Ebonflow for a while. We are simply waiting for the stranger to come back and her friend.
So we can stay in your cave? Is that...
Can you describe the stranger?
And she says, small, Everything is small.
Well, to you, I
Yeah.
guess.
Doesn't help me much. I
Like
have to
small
admit.
compared to me?
Or me?
Or me?
And Hina looks at you, and she points at Burke. No. Points at Gus, especially no. Maybe a shade smaller than you.
Okay.
It's a little bit hard since I have a top-down view to gauge accurately.
Fair.
So like a regular-sized guy.
A human. A regular-sized human.
I say guy for everything, because I'm just a stupid dwarf.
Burke. Don't
What
think of
I
yourself
said,
that way.
I'm allowed to say it.
Man, the Von Terres really got to you, didn't they?
No.
And she goes, beautiful shawl. Not from here. Well, not from your world, your plane. But she went to the Four Shadows cliffs,
Where are those? Can we follow her there?
and one of the people, Hina, just kind of ignores you and starts to trot off.
Cool. Bye. Nice to meet you, too.
We know
Nice.
someone with a shawl.
Good chat. Nice talking.
And you
Jeez, bye. Cool.
and you see
That giant sucks. And I'm not going to their cave.
Be cool.
She already knows he said that.
Nothing new. Ugh, what a bore. How do you have a conversation with someone like that?
It's just, you can't.
and
I knew you were going to say that, and then you did.
I did know you were going to say that, though.
What, you two now?
No.
and you see a small, like a very slender, sharp-faced man approach you, and they have a red dagger. It almost looks like a letter opener.
I'm gonna get real close to Jorrix.
Yep. I've got my hands on the birds.
And
Thanks, guys.
he
Somewhat casually.
he sees what's Burke doing?
We got a dagger! I'm pointing and I'm shouting. Dagger! Red dagger.
Good eye, deputy.
He's coming in.
And he flips the dagger so that the blade edge is against his hand.
Better.
And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you. I mean, I've already had this conversation. It's kind of a strange. Anyway,
It's been a weird day for us.
Yeah, and everyone wants to kill him.
Yeah, we're not like you, so act normal with the talking and stuff. We don't know what you're gonna do.
And he
You
like
got a dagger.
he actually-
Put it down.
he actually kind of looks at you pitifully when you say we don't know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
He
Look at me, sad face like that. How most people experience the world. I'm not alone here. Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm sad face for you because you know everything has to happen. It's like a weird way to go through your day.
Let's hear what the nice man has to say, Bert.
All right, I'm gonna stand in the back. I'm just a little annoyed right now.
No, I understand. I get you. I'm right there with you, but I'm trying to be cool.
and he has the dagger against his hand so that the blade isn't showing. And he goes, now, of course, the stranger. I guess that's what Hina wanted to call her, but
It's Zhao, isn't it? It's Zhao.
and he goes, bingo bango.
Yeah.
Shawl. Jow, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And he goes, and you just came from, and he kind of like looks and he pulls out a
Purple. He's gonna say purple.
he pulls out a little
You can
vial.
play this game.
He pulls out a little vial, and you can see that it's full of blood, and the blood's kind of smoking. And he goes, as he examines it.
What?
He goes,
Whose blood is that?
he goes, oh, it's not, don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
Well, if you really must know, it's mine.
I must.
It's mine.
It's his blood, all right.
Okay. All right. It's just it's a little weird.
You got on me about holding the story up.
Fair.
And he goes, now if I see this correctly, You guys just murdered a family and a bunch of rich people.
You should. Yes.
I think you're saying something wrong. A dragon murdered a family
Yeah,
and some rich
but-
people.
Yeah.
they were all
is true.
bad.
Oh, all terrible racists, he says.
Yeah.
And you were looking for a very special girl. Would you like to know her current location?
Yes.
He goes, I will need her relation's blood.
I thought maybe he was going to say blood.
We all know things now. We all know things. Everyone knows everything.
Can I see your arm?
Tell me more about what's going to happen first.
So, I'm going to take this blade, this very special blade, and I'm going to see your arm, and I'm going to make an incision. And
Well, I'd gathered that much. It's like what you do with the blood that you're going to get. That's the part I'm really
so I'm
concerned
going to
about.
take one of these, and he pulls out another vial. I'm going to collect it, and then I'm going to go into my hut, and I am going to put it over the flame. And
And
it will
then...
be revealed to me.
Okay.
Whoa.
1 second.
Yeah.
So Okat, let's just before we totally trust this man, Jorrix like takes out a little cup with some bones in it and starts shaking it up like Yahtzee.
Blood and bones and what...
Yeah. Is this a good idea, God? Go.
What you see pop up is nothing.
What's that mean?
Maybe that means he won't be able to find out.
Well, there's only way to...
Yeah, there's no
only
harm,
one
but
way
this
to
means
find
there's
out.
no harm in trying.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. For Namla, yes, I will go with you.
Okay. He takes you back to his place. Or his hut? Are you guys gonna follow her, or do you guys just want to kind of like hang around to Ebonflow?
I'll go talk to that giant.
Okay.
See
All
if we
right.
could talk to her. Someone who knows a lot. I should talk to her and learn some stuff.
I better go with him to make sure he doesn't.
You better come with us. People are trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with my bodyguards then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. As you guys head towards Hina Harap's cave, you walk by a woman who has a bunch of butterflies lining her shoulders, and as you guys walk by, they kind of flitter around you guys before returning back to her.
Hey, cool butterflies, lady. What's up, ma'am? Hi. Hello.
And she looks at you and she says, I've never had it before, but I know that you make wonderful lunar ale.
I have before, yes. Turned out pretty good.
And when you say turns out pretty good, the boy by the fire turns on and then it turns off.
Fireman on?
Yep. And then
Yep.
it turns off.
That's weird.
And
Is this boy like a child?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm going to go up to him.
oh, hell yeah. Okay. What do you do, Gus?
Oh, hello, little boy.
And he just looks at you.
I see you like fire. I have
And
a figurine I've carved.
And the fire burns when you say, I hear you like fire.
It's me running from a hellhound.
It's a good one.
The message here is sometimes it's better to know the situation than to fight.
And, okay, here's what...
And hellhounds like fire, and you like fire, so I thought it'd be perfect for you.
Okay, you can see that his eyes kind of light up, and as he does, the fire behind you or beside you grows larger, and then you see the fire in a long, thin line kind of goes to he takes it from you, and it goes around your figurine, and all of a sudden you see the fire kind of disappear in the hellhound, and then it comes out of the hellhound's mouth, not burning, but weirdly the fire isn't burning your figurine. It's just now that is what is happening.
It breathes fire. That's so cool.
That is a cool toy.
And then he looks at you just blankly or plainly.
Well, I pat him on the shoulder. Don't get into trouble now. You seem good with fire. Only use it for good.
Okay, so then you guys continue to Hina Harap's cave.
Yes.
All right. All right. And you hear, as you get closer to the cave, you hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fire. Figurine. Okay. And as you guys enter the cave, you see that she is already looking to where you guys are entering. And there is actually quite a bit of incense, giant incense, I'll say. They're Okot sized. So the scent is very strong. Like, you have like 4 of these bad boys just burning.
Smoky in here, huh?
And
That's good for a cave, that's not ventilated well.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's kind of.
Yeah. Don't you have like ventilation here or anything?
and
I like it.
and she takes 2 of the sticks and places them outside of her cave. So it becomes less smoky for you guys.
Thank you.
You knew that we were going to be uncomfortable with the amount of incense smoke in here, didn't you?
And
Why didn't you put the things out before we got here?
He just really doesn't
I'm
like you, Bart.
just kidding.
and you can see that on the walls are just tons of chalk paintings. What you see are two dwarves in the mouth of a giant turtle. You see a what looks like a human woman with very large hair, with blades around her, fighting a golden-haired elven woman. And you see a priest on fire and the world slowly burning.
Do you think that's us and the turtles?
I like this one with the turtle.
Yeah, that seems cool.
It does seem cool. Like it would
You
be
could probably
cool.
fish from that thing's back.
I know. It'd be fun to have
Be
a
a
big
relaxing
turtle.
day.
A little floating ocean island friend.
I don't quite like my photo that much.
Yeah. The world's burning slowly behind you.
Maybe I'm slowing the burning.
That could be it.
By being on fire. Says Okot, who's
Are
not
you
there.
on fire or are you the fire?
Maybe we should ask the one who drew it.
You should go
start the
talk to
fire.
that kid about how to get better with fire.
It's art. It doesn't really mean anything, I'm pretty sure. It's just, silly pictures and whatnot. Doesn't mean anything
I mean, based on
at
the
all.
whole
It
timeline.
doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get eaten by a turtle.
Roll to convince yourself.
17, baby.
Yeah, you convince yourself that that's totally not going to happen.
Yeah, just a possible
What's her name
future.
again?
Huh?
What's her name again?
Hina.
Hina.
Ina Harab with a B or
Harab.
with a P?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hina. Subpoena.
Subpoena. Yeah.
Hina Subpoena.
Subpoena.
Jorrix hands her a letter. You've been served. You have no idea how long we've been trying to find you.
Yeah, she knows exactly how.
And she goes, so ask the question that you want to ask.
Why bother?
Just tell us the answer since you freaking know what we're going to ask.
Okay. And she looks
I'm
at
sorry, that was rude.
she looks at
But you do know how annoying the whole "we know everything"
Yeah.
act is, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Of course she knows.
well, if it makes you feel any better, I know that I have 4 more days to live, depending on where in the world I am at that time.
Ooh,
It's kind of getting hazy.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Sorry I was rude earlier. That must be tough knowing that you're
Oh.
going to die soon.
Oh, we're simply in the flow of time and tide, she says.
Do you know what happens after you die? Since you can see?
And she looks at Gus, and she goes, "You become Thor's lightning."
Why are you I'm talking. Why is it always about Gus? Not about I'm Burke. Right here.
So that's how he makes it.
Well, that's good to know. But
Uses kings and he...
that's
Oh
not
wait,
for you.
is it before or after I'm... No, I don't want to know. like Burke said, sometimes surprises are nice.
Surprises are nice. Not death surprises, though.
And she goes, "But Jorrix, I am very sorry to tell you. It does not look good. But out of all the people that are supposed to raise the Moonfire Phoenix, you are the best one. I'm sorry, there's going to be failure.
Well, since you can see the failure, can you, maybe give some, hey, Jorrix, don't do this one. This one went badly.
And she goes, there are things that you have already done that will lead to this failure.
Great.
Worst kind of mistake. I was just asking if there's generally an afterlife or anything, but this was very specific about what happened to Gus and Jorrix and not me.
And she...
Oh, ask about the turtle.
No, I don't want to.
And she actually bends down to get a little bit closer to your level, but she's still so much taller than you.
You're very tall.
And she goes, is there anything after this? There was.
And then Jorrix burned it to the ground.
And she goes, bingo, bango.
Great.
Hey, when you say I'm gonna be lightning, is that like one of those methomorphs?
Methylmorphs?
And she says, no, but it is...
Ephemerins. Method.
Jorrix was saying, sometimes people say things,
I wrote it down here somewhere.
and, it's not... The words aren't what they mean. So, you have to know everything to know.
About the Medford. Well, it's this is like a thing, it's like another thing.
Yeah, but who knows what they're talking about?
Yeah, it's you gotta know every story.
So, as these guys are discussing Methlamores in his hit single, Thrift Shop, we cut to...
Jorrix mouthing.
I'm sorry. We cut to Okot.
Okot needs a second.
Yeah.
I walk into the tavern wearing this cool hat. I got it at Sam's Club.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Let's do it.
Okay, so he takes you inside, and you see lots of vials with lots of, just all of the bloods.
Wow, that's hell of a collection.
Yeah, love what you do, and you never work a day in your life, he says.
Yeah.
And he bends down and takes a copper pot and puts it over a flame. And he goes, okay, let's do this.
Okay.
And so you present your arm. He takes his red blade, runs it really quickly across your forearm, and just in one quick motion takes the blood. And as his vial goes over your cut gets healed.
That's a neat trick.
It's not a trick; it's magic. And
Right, there's totally a difference.
He bends
My
down.
bad.
He bends down and pours the fire. He pours the blood over the fire, and so as he's doing this, and the vapors from your blood start to rise, you can see his eyes turn black, and
Feeling good about my life choices.
And he goes, "Your sister Namla. Oh no, she was taken by the archdiocese, but that isn't the right. He's not from this plane.
Well, that explains the black goo.
And then you see him start to sweat a little bit, and
Don't hurt yourself.
he goes, there seems to be a bartender in pursuit
A bartender?
of your sister.
A bartender?
Well, that's strange. And then all of a sudden, his eyes go white, and he lets out an unearthly scream. And he immediately, his eyes come back.
And Okot panics. What?
And he looks at you just
What happened?
terrified.
What did you see?
He says, well, that's never happened before. The person who has your sister looked back at me.
What?
And he goes, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
Yeah, no, seriously though, he says.
What
So
do we do now?
And he goes,
Did you see where he was? Can I go find him?
different plane. Your sister is okay. They're just trying to, I think, prevent her from meeting back up with you.
Why?
And he goes...
Not that I would expect you to have seen that, but...
He goes, something to do with Jorrix. That's what I can kind of tell. But I should probably... And then he thinks about it and he puts his blade back in.
You know, usually sentences have endings.
Yeah, I chose to end it at not having an ending. Cliffhangers, he says. And then we switch back to these guys.
God! Son of a...
And so, Jorrix. So what was the... Okay, so is this a metaphor? She says, no, it's more of a humoring.
What's that, Jorrix?
She's trying to be nice to you.
Well, just tell me the truth, please.
There's nothing, she says. You serve God, whatever God you have, you die, that's it.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Unless you sell your soul.
I knew it! All these religions are such crap.
Hey!
What? I believe the giant.
The giant who says, I'm gonna end the world and make everyone sad?
Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing has any meaning. We're all
Hey,
just die
Gustus,
anyway. It
can you
doesn't
protect me
matter.
from Burke?
No.
Mark
sit
wouldn't
down.
hurt you. He's just in one of his moods.
I'm gonna sit down over here in the dirt for a little bit because I'm dirt and they're sitting in the dirt.
that got real nihilist real fast.
He just needs a
That's what happens
nice
when-
beer and a
Take a dirt
kitchen.
nap.
That's what happens when you have the smart hat on.
Yeah.
Hey, Burke, I'm getting pretty hungry. You in the mood to smell some of your spices and...
I don't know what the point is anyway. Might as well just eat this dirt here since everything's crap.
And she looks at Jorrix and she goes, he'll be over in about 45 minutes.
Don't count on it. Hold on to these feelings. For a little
Has
bit.
it changed now that you told him? He is pretty stubborn.
And she looks and she goes, a little bit.
So it can't change.
I mean, I could go for a meat pie, I guess.
Gus knows how to handle Burke, she says. So what did you want to say to me, Jorrix?
Well, I mean, you seem pretty set that there's no way to stop it at all. But if you could give any advice or any knowledge of what's happening, that'd probably be nice so I don't inadvertently end it.
And she stands up again because she had perched down a little bit to talk to Burke, who is now maybe eating dirt. Thinking of meat pies. And she goes, follow me, as she walks very deliberately but quick because her strides are so fucking long, outside of her cave. And you see the thicket of black trees, and she goes, and she bends down and like puts her hand down. She goes, get on my shoulder.
Would you mind if Gus just hopped on the other one?
Sure. Come, Gus.
Okay.
And so you both get on her hand,
Yeah.
and she goes, are you good down there, Burke?
I'm just laying down now.
And she takes the both of you, and she places both of you on either one of her shoulders. And what you see before you is you see the world of Ebonflow, right? And you see it is just hella dark, and there are twisted woods, and you can see skittering about, and it seems like all the animals here are similar, but everything here is a little bit more wicked looking, like and she goes, this used to be a paradise, but the way that Sobriquet and Fantastique made Ebonflow is that it mirrors what is happening in your world. So, these are dark times, she says. Almost as dark as the Bladesinger War. Of course, we are just at the beginning. I won't get to see the conclusion, but I know how it ends.
Are your people prepared to fight the creatures here? Because it seems like they're turning pretty quick. And if the world's going as bad as you said, it's...
Oh, that's where the end comes, she says. And she says, your friend is going to the Four Shadows Cliffs, where there is talk of a chest which will help the chooser choose.
That sounds like what you need to do.
It does. So, why is she going alone to get it? Why didn't she get us?
Oh, she doesn't know that you were coming. She
Not
didn't
like
know
you.
when you would come. I do.
You couldn't have told her? Like, they'll be here in 5 minutes?
I couldn't tell her because I didn't tell her before.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm laying down somewhere.
Burke, while you're down there, you do smell somebody making a delicious meat pie.
Meat pie. Ooh, and I start floating along my nose on the
Floating along the stink
steam
lines.
trails.
The scent trail.
Steam trails. Delicious steam trails.
So what exactly is it in this chest that's supposed to help me choose?
Actually, that is one of the things that I don't know.
Oh, okay. Did you find it last time? When I destroyed the world? Whatever.
She
So
said.
maybe it doesn't help.
Well, maybe it doesn't, but I guess you're bound to see. Unless you want to choose, unless you stay here. But, and she kind of closes her eyes. It won't end well for Zhao.
No. We'll go find it.
And she goes, are you ready to hop down?
Yeah, where did you take us?
You were just on her shoulders looking out at the expanse.
Oh, okay. I thought she was like walking as she was talking.
Oh, no. You just
Okay.
could see the canopy.
Okay.
And you can actually see in the far, far distance, like you can see what maybe is the cliffs. And there seems to be 4 large statues.
Gotcha.
And so she takes you and she puts you down, where you see a floating Burke. And we cut back to Okot, and he says, "Yeah, I think it's time for old Trinte to head on out."
Where are you going?
Oh,
Is there anything I can do to help?
oh no, he saw me, and so now he knows where we are. And if I don't get out, I'm going to endanger everybody. So,
Isn't he going to be coming here looking for you? Whether you get out or not?
oh no, that's why I'm going to contact him again and show him a different place. I'm a decoy now, as I knew I... He goes, so, and he puts on a hat. He goes, I will see you later.
Are you sure I can't come along, help you out, if he comes to find you?
And he goes, your friends are gonna... I think I'm less important to you than your friends.
Well, you're not wrong, but...
Than Zhao, he says specifically. But if I'm alive, which I won't be, but if you guys change the future somehow, then maybe you'll find me in Raven. Anyway, he tips his hat, and
Great.
he heads out.
Good luck.
He goes, there is no such thing.
I don't give a shit. I'm trying to be nice.
I know, thank you. Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Have I found this meat
Fucking
pie
prick.
yet?
Yeah, you actually, it comes back to the woman with the butterflies.
Oh, butterflies, person. Do you have also meat pies? Butterflies and meat pies. They
I can fly
go
twice as
together
high.
nice.
And
Take a look. Get me some food.
and
Gonna eat that food.
Eating rainbow.
Gonna eat that food.
And you see that her butterflies kind of come off of her, and she goes, "My name's Leaston, and yes, I do have some meat pie for you."
Oh, thank you, butterfly person.
And she goes to you, Burke. She hands you the meat pie, and then she puts her fingers in her ears, and she goes, "Do this."
Okay.
And as you do, the rest of you, the 3 of you, make me a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
As you hear a large howl come from the forest that Burke and Gus were just looking at. And Burke, what you see,
I get a delicious bite of meat pie, right?
yeah, but what you also do see is that there's her butterflies then take the shape of a wolf, and
Wait, all of them make one wolf, or each?
yeah, all of them
a
make
wolf?
one wolf.
Okay.
And,
Butterfly wolf. Oh.
and you actually see that on their wings they have a dot that sort of looks like an eye, and they are showing that dot multiple times on this shape of a wolf. And
Wolf with eyes. Butterfly eyes. Butterfly wolf.
meat
Eye
pie.
wolf. Eyes. Eyes looking at me. World on fire. Nothing but dirt. Nothing but dirt and Thor's lightning. And meat pies. And dark. And eyes.
And she
And a
goes, if you try to find Zhao, watch out, it's hunting.
Sorry, I was in the way. Cool trick with the butterflies.
She goes, thanks.
If I go looking for Zhao, don't do it, you said?
Oh, just be aware that this is hunting. The weeping wolf.
Oh, good.
Anyway, I think your friends are hurt.
What?
And you turn around and like you see them kind of like
Oh,
dealing with the...
What are you guys doing over there? I found a meat pie. Also, this wolf is hunting us, I think. So, you know,
ow.
crow, right? Just a regular old crow.
Crow.
Yeah. So, after speaking with Hina, we have to go to the cliffs for Zhao, because apparently she's...
In trouble?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, we can probably walk and talk, but how did the whole blood scrying thing go?
Well, he saw the Shadow Golem from the Von Terra Manor, and the Shadow Golem saw him.
That doesn't sound good.
No!
It sounds like these bones are a hunk of junk. George like spills him on the ground.
Anyone want some of this meat pie? It's pretty big.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely have some.
Yeah, here. Let me
I can
break
use
up a
bite.
chunk. Grab some. It's delicious and
It's actually pretty good.
You
Oh, that
guys
is
look
really
like
good.
you're
Thank you.
hurt.
Thanks for sharing.
And actually, when you guys all take the meat pie, it refills you up your missing HP.
Nice.
Good thing we did that math.
I gotta get the recipe for this meat pie.
And you see the woman with the butterflies gives Burke a thumbs up, and she retreats back into her hut.
That butterfly person is weird. Oh yeah, and if we go looking for Zhao, there's a weeping wolf. Yeah, pretty sure it's weeping. It's got eyes. It's made of butterflies, and it's hunting us. I think.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good thing is it's made of butterflies, so probably easy. Beat that.
Could it just split into two wolves if we attack it?
Yeah. So we gotta buy some nets.
Where's that mimic when you need him? Yeah. The people who have my sister are on another plane.
Of course they are.
Yep. And the Shadow Golem has her. And they don't want her to be around Jorrix.
I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit.
Wait, they don't want,
They don't want her to be near Jorrix.
but they're bad, so
Yeah.
we probably want them to be close.
I mean, maybe they're bad, maybe they're good. I don't know.
Maybe
They
we're
seem pretty bad.
destined to be BFFs. And they
I
just
think that's
they want to split
probably
that friendship.
that's probably what it is. That is my sister you're talking about. So
yeah, they
watch
kidnapped
it,
your
bro.
sister, so they're on
I
that
can't be
side.
friends with your sister?
I'm just saying, you better make sure your intentions are good.
What?
It's my sister.
Jorrix like sort of points to like the robes he's wearing and the medallion of priesthood.
Yeah, considering what we just went through, it doesn't really. Sorry, no offense, but like
That's fair.
I've
Your
met a
whole
lot of
perspective
priests.
of priest is probably pretty shitty right now.
Yeah, well, it wasn't great to begin with, but that's a story for another time.
Okay. So let's go save Zhao, shall we?
Yeah.
Before we do, I'm going to use my inspiring leader feat to give us all an inspiring speech in temporary 8 hit points.
I want to hear this inspiring speech.
Well, it's like a 10-minute speech, so I'll do the first.
Give us the clip
The
notes.
abridged.
First 5 seconds and the last 5 seconds.
Perfect.
All right, so before we set out, you need to make sure you always remember. And that's why you should always follow Thor's guidance.
Yeah. Yes. Good speech. That was good. I wrote it all down.
I'm so inspired. Are you inspired? I'm very inspired.
Jorrix like sort of goes to Okat. I didn't know one person could talk that long about Thor.
You've met Gus, right?
I have, but
I heard
that was
everything you
10
said.
minutes.
I heard everything you said. I don't remember one bit of it.
Yeah,
but
I feel
great.
I remember the beginning and the end, and
Yeah.
like that was, but it was
Something
awesome,
about
right?
Thor, and then I was just moved.
Yeah.
That's why he's going to be king, baby.
Yeah,
You know?
Okay.
and the kingdom will be ever
Hypnotist.
peaceful because everyone will be asleep.
What would you guys like to do?
Go after Zhao.
Okay, as you guys are about to embark towards what Jorrix and Gus saw, you notice the trees around you start shedding red leaves that seem to be making a path.
Let's follow this obvious path. It's probably not leading towards danger.
I mean, I'd roll my bones, but I threw them back in the woods.
Oh, come on. Whatever it is, we're gonna go this way, right?
Yeah.
Now who's getting mad and throwing away their treasured possessions?
Well,
Feels good, doesn't it?
they were really crappy treasure possessions.
Yeah, so was mine.
Don't anyone try to throw away anything of mine.
No, I just throw away my own stuff.
Yeah.
And then I go back and get it later.
Good.
Then I throw it away again.
Just making sure.
Throw away my hammer, but it wouldn't matter. I'd just get it back.
It just comes back.
Yeah.
All right, on we go.
Okay, so as you head down this long path, the darkness seems to grow. You know that it was sort of an ever twilight and Ebonflow. However, as you continue away from that area, it just becomes darker and darker and colder. And
Anyone got a torch?
Light. I used the light cantrip, which I purposely took after being double blind.
I have dark vision, but also this candlelight hat that can turn and emit just enough light for me to read. But I can see anyway. But then I can turn it on if it makes you guys feel better.
It's good for us to be able to know where you are easier.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say the magic word and let it light up. Cool.
Ooh.
they're more impressed by his tiny hat than your cantrip.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's
not
okay.
tiny; it's floppy. Flop, flop.
I'm just imagining like a flashlight on a string.
Yeah, it's like on the it's like one of those anglerfish.
It is sort of mesmerizing.
Sort of.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of bobbing in front of me. It's making it actually harder for me to see anything that's past the light.
Couldn't you just
I think
turn
it's
it around?
exactly meant for reading and nothing else.
Maybe turn it off.
Okay, turn it off.
Okay, as you continue down this path, you see a rather large paw print off to the side of where the red leaves are.
Looks like a butterfly dog.
Yeah, when I saw the butterfly dog wolf, how big was it?
Well, they were just making like a model size.
Like a regular size,
Mm,
or like even smaller than a regular size.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be like a Chihuahua sized wolf.
Yeah, it's a very tiny wolf though, so it's not dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you see the paw print, it is significantly larger than what a Chihuahua would do.
Yeah, see, I didn't realize that it could be big.
So, Okot, as you bend down to see, you see that this is actually a fairly fresh track, maybe about an hour old.
Ooh, that's... Guys, we should be super careful and probably a lot more quiet.
Hey, Bert, can you smell the magic dog? You've been practicing, right?
Yeah, hang on. Let me say. I don't know. There's something like my nose is stuffy for some reason. I don't know if it's this woods.
Or the incense.
And a meat pie.
I don't know. Yeah, I smell dog.
What way is it?
I don't know, it's round.
Oh, okay.
It's round. It's close?
Yeah.
Or it was
It
close?
came through here about an hour ago, so we are not far behind it.
I think it came through here about an hour ago from the smell.
That's two confirming theories. I think we can all agree, and you'll back me up on this, smart guy,
Yeah.
that we can say with confidence, been here about an hour ago.
I agree with that,
Yes.
says Okot from her facepalm.
One thing that you do notice with this track is that there seems to be like a green liquid pooled next to and around the paw print.
I take a stick and I poke the green.
Do not move. That's probably
Yeah, I'm not gonna
wolf
touch it.
pee.
I don't think it's green, usually.
Have you seen a magical giant wolf before?
Maybe I have.
All right. Well, then, yeah. You got me. I'm willing to bet.
Have you?
Smells like it's been here an hour ago. That's as far as I got. As much info.
When I poke it with the stick, does the stick
Dissolve or anything?
shrivel up or die or burst into flame or butterflies or
No, just like it makes a like squick sound, like squick. Yeah,
great? Is it viscous? Like, can I?
yeah. It's viscous.
Okay, I'm gonna scoop up some of it with a stick and like, I assume I have a small flask or something on me,
Sure.
and I'm just gonna like
What are you
Put some-
saving that for?
fun.
No, you're so weird.
I don't know. It might come in handy.
No, it's fine.
I saved the spring water and that worked out pretty well for me. Yeah, it does.
Does it smell like doggy?
Does it smell like
Can Berg use it to track?
It smells as if like tears and saliva were melded together.
Oh, that's pretty gross.
You also get the distinct scent of maybe a touch of copper, and you know that copper is part of blood. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm keeping it anyway, though.
Yeah,
maybe,
right.
maybe it's magical.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Follow your bliss, I say. And we should follow these paw prints.
Well, no, we should follow the red leaves. Because we
Are they
want to
going the
find
same-
Zhao, not the doggy.
They probably go to the same place, I'm
I
guessing.
feel like the dog knows where. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. We should probably.
Yeah,
go.
let's keep going.
Do they go the same direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the paw print is pointing the way we're going.
Mhm.
Cool, great.
It's like one is
good.
following the other.
Yeah.
Which came first?
Maybe we should move faster in case Zhao's being attacked by it right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Which
Let's
came
go.
first, the leaves or the puppy prints?
We can talk
Jorrix
about this
starts
all we
moving.
want.
Okay, so as you guys continue on, you notice that the woods start to get thicker and thicker, and there's a lot of oak trees here, like especially a lot of oak trees. And you can tell up ahead of you there's a turn to the right, and as you do, Okot, what you see is an especially large oak tree, and you see a shimmering cloth, very distinct. And it looks like it is kind of caught up in the roots of this tree. The tree is just an incredibly large oak tree. And you do notice that the roots are sticking up sort of oddly.
I stab the tree.
So you just walk up to
I
the...
run up to the tree. I'm going to try and disentangle the shawl with my dagger. I stab the tree.
Okay.
Worked for me before.
Yeah. Okot's never met a thing that she hasn't stabbed first.
No, I thought
Stab
she
first,
stabbed
ask
that pile of
questions
green
later.
Goo, and then she was just scraping it into her glass.
Okay. So, Okot, as you do this, the oak tree...
Is it an oak tree, though?
Well,
Is it really, though?
what you see is about maybe 100 purple-colored eyes and one twisted mouth in the center of the trunk.
Ew.
And one of those vines that you stabbed bleeds. However,
Gross.
as you do this, you don't seem to have hurt it, you just seem to have awakened it.
Great.
Another weird tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time getting up there.
Okay, so we have
You stabbed the last tree.
I did.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you when I did. Not in that I wanted to stab you, but that it was something that you would do in the spirit.
I feel like we're learning a lot about each other right now.
so Okat's pushed up against the tree. She's about 5 feet away from it. You guys are 30 feet away from her. So about.
Do
30.
I manage to disentangle the shawl? Or is it still in progress?
Still in progress.
Okay.
Okay, so first up we have Jorrix.
Does the tree look like it's about to attack Okat?
Very much so.
Okay.
Great.
Darn it. I'm going to try to command it.
Ooh.
Okay, so you begin to try to command it, but you can tell that this has no effect on the tree.
Gotcha.
As you do that, you can see that more of the vines, like you can see that there are so many vines, but it looks like there are 3 main ones that are kind of coming off the ground about 10 feet behind Okat, so kind of between you and Okat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, we have Okat.
Do I notice I don't notice the vines behind me, right?
I wouldn't assume so.
Yeah. But I do notice the eyes and the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
I would hope so.
I would hope so too. But you never know.
It'd be so strange if you only noticed the tiny bit of shawl, but didn't notice the giant monster in front of you. Guys, I just can't. I can't get
It's
this.
really stuck. Oh God. Yeah. Even so, I think I got to get that shawl. And just so you know, I am also looking to see if there's any Zhao attached to the shawl.
Okay, you totally grab the shawl, and it thankfully does not appear that there is any sort of Zhao attached to it.
Okay, so this was discarded by Zhao, not Zhao got it at.
There is a tear, so it might have been that she sidestepped it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just like throw it around my shoulders to get out of the way real quick and run away. Can I disengage?
You can disengage, yeah.
Okay, I'll disengage.
Okay, so Okai, you grab it and you run towards your team or away from your team?
Towards my team.
Okay.
Oh, hey, there are vines there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
you were going to have to try to sidestep those.
Okay, Dex?
Yeah.
Okay. 11.
Okay, Okai, as you turn to run to rejoin your team,
What?
yeah, one of the vines catches your foot, causing you to trip.
Oof.
Next up, we have Gus.
I
So-
cast Sanctuary on Okot. Run and get out of there. So
Okay.
anything that tries to attack her has to make a wisdom save or it doesn't.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
But it ends if she attacks anything. So right away.
Okay, 2 of the vines that are right beside Okot go towards the little dwarf that said, "Run!" and Jorrix, because they're the only 2 that have taken any sort of action. Gus, that is a 26.
That hits.
That
Are you sure?
8 points of damage.
Ooh, that's my speech.
Jorrix, that is a 23.
Yeah.
And that's another 8.
I feel less inspired now.
Good feeling gone.
Okot,
Yeah.
the fucked up thing is this tree comes towards you.
Oh, that is fucked up.
And it opens its enormous mouth
Super fucked up.
and tries to bite you.
Sigh.
Okot, that is 17 points of damage as it chomps down on you.
Ow.
And as you guys see this horrible creature bite down on Okot, you see the leaves that it does have rattle in a terrible and cacophonous way, causing you all to get frightened of it.
Ooh.
So any attacks that you make on this will have disadvantage.
And we have to, like, try and spend our action moving away from it, don't we?
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the
Okay.
source of its fear.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Burke the dwarf.
Ranged attacks.
I'm going to use my Alabaster of Magnetism
Ooh.
Okay.
to bind the two vines together.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Into a megavine?
Into one megavine.
That's not even its final form.
Oh, God. All right.
I might be helping it.
So you say positive, negative, and you try to get them to bind together, but it resists. Okay. Next, we go to the top of the order. Jorrix, you are still frightened.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to shoot a flame at the thing I'm frightened of.
A flame?
Yes, a sacred flame. 13 damage.
What?
Radiant damage.
Correct me if
Wow.
I'm
With,
wrong, but wouldn't trees be vulnerable to fire?
But
Well, this is radiant.
Oh, balls.
This is holy flame.
okay, yeah, you catch it on fire, and the eyes start to focus on you.
Great.
All right.
Can I hide?
I give you a thumbs up from the ground.
Okat, still on the ground.
Still on the ground, so I can get up, yeah?
Yeah, that'll be half your move.
I'm not, restrained.
No.
Okay.
Well, you are in its you did get chomped.
Yeah, did
But
it,
I think it just it chomped and then lets you
spit
go.
me out?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
But you will have to take half your move at speed will be to get up.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to stand up, and I am going to try and snare it with my midnight lariat.
Okay, so
Or snare the vines, maybe.
yeah.
So I stand up and I pull out my midnight lariat, and I'm...
Oh, you're actually kind of in a no man's land because either way you're getting closer to it unless you go to left or right.
I'm stuck. So this thing's terrifying, but I'm just going to stay put, because that makes sense.
You're frozen in fear.
Oh, yeah.
That does make sense. Thank you. So I pull out my midnight lariat, and I'm swinging it. So that is a 15 to hit.
That is not going to do it.
Fuck. So I miss with my lariat. Can I just try to hide on the ground?
Sure, but even if you roll a natural 20, it's still going to know where you are.
Yeah, I can't really... I'll dodge.
There you go. All right.
So I throw the lariat, and I'm just like, oh, well, I missed.
And we begin the dance of Okat. Okay.
Okat boogie.
Okay. Well, okay, Gus, we got you.
I said run!
I can't. I'm too busy dancing.
Or idiot. I throw my hammer.
Okay.
Oh, that's rich.
Okay, roll me an attack.
I missed.
Okay.
I'll recall it.
Okay. It's this guy's turn. He's gonna try to hit you guys again.
Disadvantage.
Okay, it's gonna try to hit Jorrix again because you set it on flame. You're the only one that's done damage to him yet.
Well, Jorrix is next to me, so I'll raise my shield since I'm not afraid of it.
Damn it.
Nice.
So disadvantage on his attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Does this tree think it's handsome?
I don't know. 15.
That will not hit.
Okay, he
Yep.
misses.
It might not, but its mother does.
What's your name, my friend? Gus. I'm gonna guess that a 13 doesn't do it.
No.
Okay, and Okat. It's gonna try to bite you again, and it super misses. I guess as you're dodging,
Yeah.
it with its enormous mouth, it just miscalculates.
I
Okay,
roll out of the way, and I'm like, fuck you.
Burke.
Well, the other thing didn't work. And I'm too scared to get close. I think I'm just going to throw axes at it from back here and hope that that's enough. For now.
Okay, we go back to the top of the order. Jorrix, what would you like to do? You're still... make the wisdom save.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, baby! 18 plus what? Wisdom?
Yeah, you pass. So everybody save Jorrix is not afraid.
I'm not scared of this stupid... It's just a tree, guys! It's just a tree!
No, it's not! No, it's not! I shoot more fire at it.
So it needs to make a dex save?
Yeah.
That's not going to do it. So
Okay. That is 13 damage.
Nice.
Wow. You're doing a lot of good work. Okay.
Okot takes a free action to say,
Oh, I'm gonna see if I'm still
I
afraid.
take back everything I said about you not being
Yeah.
able to destroy things.
I'm still terrified. It's scary! Smite it!
Okay, okay.
I'm going to try again with the lariat.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a non-natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. So now it needs to make a wisdom save. It is restrained, or at least the tentacles are restrained.
Okay. That. Since this thing is so big, what I'm going to say happens right now is that when you throw your lariat, which is the color of the night sky with stars, around these two branches, you notice that those immediately go limp. However,
Don't worry, happens to everyone.
the eyes are still awake, but you can tell that they're a little bit drowsy.
Excellent.
It looks like it is going to be working its way up to him, but it looks like his two arms are down.
Cool.
Okay.
Like, his arm literally went to sleep.
Literally, yeah. Do you want to do anything after that?
Yeah, I'm going to dodge again.
Okay.
Holding on to the lariat, just like...
I got you.
Okay, Gus.
Get out of here, just a tree. I run up to it and hit it in a dumb face.
Okay.
Gonna wake it up!
It's not asleep yet. 17.
That'll do it. Are you going
Did
to slide it?
someone say smite?
Yep.
Yeah, get it!
Oh, God, I'm so afraid.
Kill it with fire! Wait, that's my job.
18 damage.
When you bury your hammer into this, you see like a lot of its like a lot of the blood that she poked at comes out of its dumb face, I think is how you worded it.
I know a dog that want to play fetch with you, you dumb tree. Well, I haven't met him yet. I say while smiting him for 17 damage.
17.
Damn.
Okay, its turn. It's going to try to bite you, Gus. It hates you to death. All right, he tries to chomp down, but perhaps now he is the one who is afraid, and he misses you. Break the dwarf.
Ah! I got charging up.
Hell yeah.
And I take it. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Alright.
So you, and
I
you,
go, whiff, and I go fall a little bit.
Paul Bunyan, you are not. Jorrix, still afraid.
Still afraid. So
Dex save.
Yes.
Die! Actually, unfortunately for you, Jorrix, as you send your magical energy towards it, you see that it just kind of gets lost within its trunk.
That's why it's so scary.
It
And-
eats magic?
Yeah.
And you see that the eyes glow again.
It was supposed to be going to sleep.
And I am super not afraid of that. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Whoa! What was it doing to me? Well, it is kind of scary,
It swallowed
though.
the
so-
magic and you're just like, fuck you!
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah.
Pissed!
Okay.
I'm gonna cast sleep on this fucker.
Okay, after those eyes glow, they extinguish.
I'm like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah. Okay goes, shh, 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 and it actually follows her lead.
Does it go completely to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Let's surround it and all hit it at the same
No,
time.
let's run the fuck away.
No, let's extinguish this.
Finish it.
Okay.
Okay.
If it comes back for us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you
If
got...
someone else, some kid comes longer and longer.
Yeah, there was that fire pit. He'd probably have no trouble with it.
Okay. As you guys all surround this tree, and each one of
Kill
you...
it to death.
You all strike at it, and your blades and hammers and crossbow actually cut its jaw, and it topples over. So you cut it you cut it open at the mouth, and it falls over dead.
Oh, that's pretty gross.
I
I look inside to see if there's a Zhao in the stump.
You do not see that, but you do see. You just see
Is it gory?
Yeah.
Gross.
That's not what all trees look like on the inside.
No,
right?
definitely not.
I'm just kidding. I knew it. I've cut a tree before.
All of you once again hear the howl that you heard not too long ago,
And Okak collapses.
Jorrix heals her.
And you can hear the wolf's cry is much closer than it originally was, and it is following the path.
I want to take a branch from this tree we killed.
Okay.
You might want to play fetch with the thing that they were in a fight, I think, because you found the blood near its paw. That is a quick-moving tree. Why didn't it leave tracks? Maybe a lot of trees do this. Watch out for all the trees, guys.
Would you like to go towards the source of the sound?
Yes. I also want to make sure I still have Zhao's shawl.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm going to keep it wrapped around my neck.
Okay.
Like a scarf.
Okay. As you further examine the shawl, you do notice that it is slowly deteriorating.
Like unraveling?
Yeah, it's like like you know how like their magic like rebuilds things.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like this is disintegrating.
It's unbuilding.
Yeah.
Damn it.
We better find her quick.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys continue forward, you enter a sort of area where it is just a flat plain, and you see the Four Shadows cliff, and you are in a valley. As you look up, you see 4 statues in each of the cardinal directions. And with the moonlight, they are casting shadows on this cliff face.
More good stonework. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. What do they look like? Statues.
They are actually gigantic statues of 4 gnomes.
4 gnomes?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, these are gnomish-looking figures, but just writ large.
Enormous.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's ironic.
I know.
Silly.
They look like power stand.
The 3 of you, save Jorrix, are able to see in the north end a very puckish-looking gnome, kind of smoking a pipe and like looking amused at the entire proceedings.
Hey, look, he really is the greatest adventurer of all time. They built a giant statue for him.
God damn it.
What?
God damn it, Gus. You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Fuck! As you say that, Gus, the wall underneath Far Stand, or the cliff face, starts to open, revealing something. Fucking damn it!
You solved his gnome puzzle.
God damn it! Hey everybody, Elliot here. Thanks for listening to our D&D podcast. Also, if you're into sci-fi, and more specifically, if you're wondering whether you should watch the Netflix reboot of Lost in Space, Sadie and I were guests on the Black Star podcast. We're on the most recent episode. It was a ton of fun. And on top of talking about sci-fi, Black Star is a top-notch radio drama. Give them a listen on iTunes.